Hey everyone, this is Mike, Realtor Mike with Century 21 Mike Bowman, and I'm here with Thomas Weaver. He is an agency owner here with Farmers Insurance here in Fort Worth. And briefly, this is a part of our home buying series, as I mentioned before in other videos. So I'm just going to have him talk about the importance and the benefits of having homeowners insurance. Thomas, I want to thank you for meeting with me today.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mike. I'm glad to always share knowledge that makes it easier for customers myself, or customers or people that I work with, to be able to get the things that they want, including new homes. So just a little bit about myself and my agency is we really try to make sure that we are doing things the right way for customers, from the policies that they do to the people that they work with, making sure that the policies are correct. And that's the biggest thing for my own input as to why insurance is important for homeowners, is that you need to make sure that it is correct, because it is something that is going to be protecting your biggest investment, that's your home. And so making sure that it is the right quality and it has the right coverages and it has things in it that are meant to protect you. And that is going to be very important to me here at the Weaver Agency and for Farmers Insurance. That's what we're known for, is taking care of things the right way. So outside of that, I get new home buyers or new customers that are purchasing homes, or I get referrals from realtors or lenders that'll say, this is their first time buying a home. But I see the same type of struggles or mistakes made by people that are on their second or their third home. So my tip to make it easier is, if there are a dozen things more that I could suggest. Really, the biggest part of it comes down from having a strong team. If you're buying a house for the first time, or if you're buying a house for the seventh time, having a strong team. It starts with a realtor, because the realtor is your biggest advocate in buying a home. Or selling a home. So having a good realtor, good lender, title company, home inspector, good insurance, having a strong team is going to help you long term. It is going to make the process simpler. It's going to have people that are working for you, handling stuff when maybe you don't have time to make the phone call to find something out. They can work together. That's what the team does to try to help you and your family get into the home. So make sure that you have a strong team. People that understand the market too is something that's extremely important. From an insurance standpoint, again, inspections, home inspections, have one done. Also, make sure that you take a look at it. I'll get a customer that said, yeah, my home passed inspection. I don't know what that means. It can still have problems and pass inspection. So you need to take a look at it and understand, review it with your realtor, review it with the home inspector. And because once you get into the home, those things that are listed on there, they become your responsibility to maintain,
Very true,
or improve, or correct. Also, take a look at seller's disclosures. There's a very big. Your realtor will get a copy of the seller's disclosure. You're going to want to take that and compare it versus the home inspection and make sure that they match up and they have consistent information. That's going to help you get into a home that is. Everyone's going to need some sort of.
It's going to need some type of fixer-upper or something like that. Small little cosmetics or anything like that. But you want to make sure there's no big major deficiencies or anything like that.
Right.
So just like you said, the seller disclosure and looking at the inspection report, that's definitely two big things you definitely need to make sure that you're reviewing with your realtor.
Yep. And I'll say this: we just mentioned it with a home that's been lived in. This same thing applies to brand new homes. If you're going to build a home, use a realtor. Have a good team. Even if you're building a home, a brand new one, have it inspected before you get your final walkthrough to make sure everything that they were supposed to build for you is built the right way and is correct and is included. Have your realtor, right? It's not just older homes; it's newer homes too. For home insurance, also. We'll talk about, you want to have a good quality product, because a homeowner's insurance does a few different things for you. It protects the house, it protects all your stuff, and it protects you and the liability. First thing people do when they buy a brand new home or a new home at all, they want to invite people over. They want to have the party, have the barbecue, right?
Have a housewarming.
Yeah, a good old housewarming party, But liability extends to not just bringing in your family, friends that don't live with you, and protecting against injury, but it also is about protecting the properties around you. So making sure that your policy has quality coverages and features for each of those things: your house, your stuff, and your liability. And so making sure that those are in place, making sure that you understand them and you have a conversation, because every company could give you a different quote.
Yes.
Not all insurance is insurance. It's, all squares are rectangles, not all rectangles are squares type of thing,
Yeah.
right? Somebody can cut corners. They can leave something out that you need. One customer that I had yesterday that I talked to, her home was built in the 60s. I asked her, do you want your policy to pay to bring things up to code if you have a claim? Because most base policies won't pay to bring things up to code before they can repair them. So that was just one thing. She'd never had that explained to her. So have a conversation with somebody to make sure that they know, that you know what it is that your policy is going to do for you. Okay.
That's some good advice right there.
Yeah, and my last thing is, once you do all this, you work so hard to get into the home of your dreams. You want to make sure that you do what you need to after that to make sure that your family can stay in the home of your dreams. You do that with some life insurance, and making sure that you turn the home from a liability into an asset in case the worst happens. We don't want it to happen, but you got to prepare for it to happen, and you want your family to be able to have that, again, turn the house from a liability into an asset. If that happens, if you're doing a 20-year loan, a 30-year loan on a home.
Yes.
So thank you, Mike, for letting me go over that.
That's some great advice, especially you pretty much hit everything, detail, especially at the end there regarding. I mean, buying a home is pretty much going to be their biggest purchase. Most people's biggest purchase. So just like you said, you want to. I mean, of course, you're making payments and everything, but it's definitely an asset that's going to be building wealth. So you definitely want to protect it. Protect yourself and protect your asset there, because you can send that through generations on generations down the line.
Yeah, and it's going to be different, especially for first-time home buyers. I do get this question a lot about why the insurance on homes doesn't get cheaper, as the home gets older, and it's one of those things where a home will appreciate in value.
Oh man, especially here in Dallas.
Yeah, a home will appreciate in value, whereas a car is always going to depreciate.
Exactly.
Unless you go way over the top to make improvements or maintain it in a way that, classic cars.
Very good.
A car is going to depreciate. A home is going to appreciate, especially right now. If you saw the report that just came out, I believe yesterday, about DFW is we're number one growing area in the country. So,
exactly.
Your home's going to be more valuable. It's going to cost more to replace. It's going to cost more to repair. So making sure that things are right.
Yes.
Making sure that you're taking steps before purchasing and after purchasing to be able to have it as an asset it's a huge thing.
Well, guys, I couldn't say anything better.
Sorry, I talked a lot.
You said everything.
You said everything
that needed to be said about homeowner insurance. No, I appreciate it. It's everything. That they needed to know. Like I said, it was about the home buying series, so it's all about the home buyers in this case here, and just letting them know everything that they need to know, the negatives and the positives, and everything to avoid and things they need to look out for. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, buying a home is awesome. Having a home is awesome. It's a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it, because that money that you're spending, I think I've seen you a number of times talk about, turning renters into buyers.
Yeah.
That should be the thing, and it can be easy.
That's the goal. All right. Well, everyone, anyway, before we sign off, you want to give anybody your contact info?
Yes, my agency is on Boat Club Road in Fort Worth, and can be reached at 817-882-6552. Servicing all of DFW. Even have customers down in Houston and Austin and as far north as Benton. So feel free to give me a call if you have any questions. Always glad to talk to people.
All right. Well, everyone, this is Mike, Realtor Mike, sounding off. If you have any questions about real estate, looking to buy or sell, definitely give me a call, 214-437-7485. You can check the updated listings that are of the houses open on the market right now at callrealtormike.com. All right. Thanks, everyone.